What an honor it is to be here, and I thank you for allowing me the privilege to speak at this special occasion and this special day. I am certainly humbled and grateful. I had the privilege of serving in the United States Marine Corps, but I don't hold a candle to those who are truly honored, or who we truly honor today. As many of you, I have close family and friends who have and still serve this great nation. So I, as do all of you, have a tremendous respect and passion for our servicemen and women and their families, for the sacrifices they have made providing us freedoms we enjoy in the best darn country in the world, the United States of America. So thank you for being here this morning. We're here today to honor our fallen service members and remember the sacrifices they made in honor of their duty of country and their fellow citizen. Greek philosopher Thucydides once said, "The bravest are surely those who have the clearest vision of what is before them, glory and danger alike, and yet notwithstanding, they go out and meet it." Does that not represent who we are here to honor today? I certainly believe it does. Today we honor our heroes, and when I say heroes, I don't mean the overused term. I mean what the word truly stands for. We all have our favorite athlete, actor, actress, or some other public figure. They are not heroes. To me, hero is reserved for those who have earned it, and there is no greater representation of the word than those we are here for today. Thinking of heroes who join us today in this group and those who are here only in spirit, a person can't help but feel awed by the enormity of what we encounter. We stand in the midst of patriots and the family and friends of those who have nobly served. We say thank you for their sacrifices. Our fallen service members who we remember today came from all walks of life, but they shared several fundamental qualities. They possessed courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity, all the qualities needed to serve a cause larger than oneself, all qualities that we need to assure we are passing down to our future generations. Many of them didn't ask to leave their homes to fight on distant battlefields. Many didn't even volunteer. They didn't go to war because they loved fighting. They were called to be part of something bigger than themselves. They were ordinary people who responded in extraordinary ways in extreme times. They rose to the nation's call because they wanted to protect a nation which has given us so much. Since the first shots at Lexington and Concord were fired and our Revolutionary War began, American men and women have been answering the nation's call of duty. Millions of Americans have fought and died on battlefields here and abroad to defend our freedoms and way of life. Today, our service members continue to make the ultimate sacrifices. And even as we lose troops, more Americans step forward to say, "I'm ready to serve." They follow in footsteps of generations of fine Americans before them. The idea of Memorial Day, originally called Decoration Day, arose from the ashes of the Civil War. Following the Civil War, at least 620,000 Americans, both Union and Confederate, have been killed and hundreds of thousands more maimed. Through the course of war, Americans had blasted at each other's lines with cannons and burned cities and towns to our own soil. Americans had locked each other in prisoner of war camps and torn up railroads connecting the North to the South. Homes, schools, churches, from Antietam to Vicksburg, were riddled with bullet holes. The war's unprecedented carnage and destruction was on a scale not even imaginable a few years prior. And it changed Americans' view of war forever. From those dark times, it was the families who were honoring their dead that began to bring the light of reconciliation. Although there are different versions of how Memorial Day began, one story goes that the grieving families, both Northern and Southern, began decorating the graves of their lost soldiers with flowers and wreaths. In one city in Mississippi, people decorated the graves of both Union and Confederate troops out of respect for the families of the Union soldiers and with hopes that someone would do the same for their lost loved one in the North. These informal honors led to the first formal Memorial Day observance in Waterloo, New York on May 5, 1866. Congress officially recognized Memorial Day as a federal holiday in 1887. Since then, with each passing year and subsequent conflicts, we have continued to honor our troops. We have awarded medals to many soldiers, added their names to monuments, names to buildings, to honor them for their bravery. But nothing can ever replace the hole left behind a fallen service member, and no number of medals and ribbons can comfort their families. While I certainly understand today is about honoring our fallen servicemen and women, I believe it is also appropriate to take this opportunity to recognize the current service members and our veterans to help re-energize our patriotism of our country while paying our respect. I'd like to ask the service members and veterans who are here today to stand. I know there's more than that out there. Please stand. Thank you for answering the call of duty. You have made our armed forces the most respected in the world. I'd also like to ask the family members of any service member to stand. We know you have lived through difficult times and often taken the heavy load to keep the home fires burning. Thank you for what you have done. Please stand. You may be seated. Today, people throughout the country will gather to remember, to honor, and pay gratitude to those who have served our country. Our gathering is just one small spark in the flame of pride that burns across the nation today and every day. It's not a lot, but it's one small way we can honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice so we can live in freedom. Your presence here today, and those of people gathering all across America, is a tribute to those lost troops and to their families. It is a way to say we remember, from the soldiers who shivered and starved through the winter at Valley Forge, to the doughboys crouched in the muddy trenches of France, to the platoon who patrolled the hazy jungles of Vietnam, and the young man and woman patrolling the mountains of Afghanistan. We remember and honor them all. We must never forget who have sacrificed all. We must pass down the memories, the stories, the legacies to our new generations. They cannot be forgotten, and it's up to us to assure they are not, so their memories live on to tell the true story of how this country was made great. As I close today, I ask, why are we here? So as you go home to barbecue with family and friends, remember what today is about. We're here because it's a day of remembrance and reflection, a day that is set aside to remember with gratitude and pride all those who served and died for our country and our freedom. May your day be filled with memories and peace. I want to thank you for attending, allowing me the privilege to be part of such a special occasion. God bless you, God bless your families, God bless our troops, and God bless this wonderful place we call home, the United States of America. Thank you.